What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay podcast, episode 234, aka the episode where there's a podcast. That's all I got. All right, so my name is Adam, aka CS Radical, joined as always, Kaylan, aka Catastrophe, and Chris, Jin and Chris. We are here because it's time for another good old-fashioned quiz game. So, Chris, I hope you're ready to play Who Wants to Be a Champ? Oh, shit, it's not me doing the quiz this week.
Yeah. How's it feel, Adam, to be in the hot seat?
It'll be fine, probably. Famous last words.
Honestly, it's been a slow week in gaming, so I figured we could have some fun and just.
It's always a slow week in gaming. It's not like May yet. I mean, we could talk about layoffs again, I suppose.
No.
Did that happen again? I assume it always happens.
Probably.
I don't think it did.
We just come on every week and be like, so that company laid off, aren't they a bunch of corporate pieces of shit? And I get all riled up again and be like, yeah, I don't think I have that every single week. So
Yeah.
I am putting a ban on us talking about layoffs for at least the next 3 months.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the RAM crisis because of AI systems. Got it.
all right. So when Sony shuts down Naughty Dog, we're gonna not talk about it. Got it.
You know it's end times when Naughty Dog is shut down. Like
Yeah,
what they're going to
If somehow this happens in the next 3 months, I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to say a word, and Kaylin's going to be like, what do you think about it? I'm like, I thought we weren't talking about it.
Naughty Dog is going to turn off the lights for the industry when they leave.
Yeah. What's Sony going to do? Just go with Insomniac only at that point? Like,
Well, no, they're getting close, too.
I mean,
They're
Insomniac's
already
the one
closed by
carrying
this
them.
point.
how am I going to play the first Last
The
of Us
only
game
company
again?
that will be left is Ubisoft. We all know this.
Oh, no, I like Ubisoft, but it's
Kaylin's
the
like,
cleanser between.
I mean, it means that at this point, like, if they have all the money, I mean, Splinter Cell's got to happen eventually, right?
It'll get announced and then canceled. Oh.
Otherwise,
What
how's
an
everybody
industry.
doing? It's April. It's weird.
Good.
I say that
It
it was
is.
April 1st last time, but we weren't recording in April 1st, so.
No.
True.
We don't lie
Yeah.
to you.
It's so fast. This year's going by way too quick. I don't like it. I know
I
it's like.
still
been
think time
so-
is a thing where like it's equal to me. It's equal parts fast and equal parts really slow.
Oh yeah, I've thought of things where it's like that was only 2 days ago. I thought that was like a year ago, and then other times
Guys.
it's like
Just have kids. It all just starts going fast.
I've been waiting for Coffee Talk
Sure.
Tokyo for what feels like 20 years.
honestly, I agree with you on that fully.
And like I've known the release date is May, and I've known it since what, like the fall, and it feels like every month that passes is like a year.
Guys, we made it. It's April, though. Saros is coming out in like 20 days.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's coming out. I forgot.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
excited, honestly. I'm kind of excited for that game.
Yeah,
It
that
seems
one's
like it's
actually gonna be
fixed
cool.
everything I didn't like about Returnal. So I'm waiting for reviews, but I think this might be one I'm going to grab.
There's
And
definitely
like we're a month out from June.
we're in that era, or not era. We're in that that like timeline. It's not the word I'm looking for. We're in that period of like months where we're gonna start seeing stuff happen now.
Yeah.
So,
We got
uh,
Saros this month. We got James Bond next month. Oh,
Yeah,
it's coming.
Yeah,
there's
it's
like a
gonna- it's gonna
1 week
start picking
period
up
in
soon.
May. The Bond game, Forza Horizon 6,
good
and
point.
Coffee
What
Talk
is the
Tokyo
game
comes out
releases?
like all within the same week.
That's a
gonna
good
be
thing.
messed.
What is the calendar for the next couple of months? Let me take a look here.
Stacked.
So April. This is going off of GameSpot's list.
We got
That most
Paragon, I think,
PI
coming
for
up
hire game is
Yeah.
on the 16th. Pragmata is the 17th.
Pragmata.
The He-Man game is at the end of April.
There's a He-Man game.
Yeah.
It's
like a
like
beat 'em up.
old school arcade
nice.
beat 'em up kind of. Yeah.
Invincible's fighting game is out. Saros is out at the end of the month. Mixtape, if it stays hold, is May the 7th. Forza Horizon is May 19th. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is the 21st. Bubsy fucking 4D is May 22nd. Lego Batman is the 22nd.
Now we know why GTA moved.
007 May 27th. And then it tapers off again. Like we kind of have a dry point once we get into June again, but that'll obviously change because we're going to be getting close to Summer Game
the
Fest
showcases,
time.
yeah.
So I'm assuming by the time we were in May, we're going to start knowing more stuff for June by then. So
Oh, for sure.
because in terms of big games, it's pretty quiet after 007 until we get into the fall, which is like Wolverine and GTA territory, and Marvel Tokon is in August. But yeah,
You're right,
April
yeah,
and
that'll be
May are
August.
going to be busy.
Yeah. And to May, I'm going to disappear. Except for the podcast.
I was going to say, better not. We got podcasts to do, sir.
Yeah, this son of a
games are coming out.
this son
real
of a bitch
job
is
to make
leaving
sure I'm
us
here.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be here next week.
It's gonna be weird.
Piggybacking off a trip.
Kaylan and I
my
doing
wife's
the old
going on.
classic duo.
Original duo.
It's weird whenever that happens.
Dropping
I'm
the
like,
dead weight, Adam.
you want to talk about
guys-
time being equally fast and slow, man. It feels like us just doing just the two of us was like fucking 17 years ago.
Wow. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. You guys should do one of those things where you name the episode like one. Like you've just rebooted the franchise, even though it's like Mortal
Pixel
Kombat
Play
9.
episode 235. Pixel Play 1.
Yeah, just Pixel Play 1. Yeah, just got to
reboot.
do that. Just do it. And then go all the route of all the Fast and the Furious movies kind of namings.
Oh, we're gonna be in space by like episode 9.
Man,
2
I hope
Pixel 2 podcast, like that kind of, or 2 Pixel 2 play. But yeah, by episode 10, you guys better
we'll
be in
workshop
space.
this. We'll workshop this.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. What have we been up to? So, Chris, why don't you start off? What's been going on in the old backlog?
So I beat 2 games, one of which I bought in the last week. So that didn't help the backlog because it was like it went up one and then it went right back to where
Well,
it started.
considering that it's a game in the vein of like your Balatros and stuff, I'm not surprised.
So you already know what it is. You're a genius. Yeah, it's
It's not like you and our friends have been talking about it a bunch.
it's also because of you. You're the first person that posted it into
And
a
I'm the
chat
one that
I
never
was in.
played it, and then everybody else gravitated towards it, which is the funniest part. I'm just like, I'm not touching it, but I know one of you guys will like it because I've seen you at arcades.
Yeah, I got sucked in. So, Kaylan, to give you some context, and everybody else listening to this that doesn't have a window into
Who's
my
not in
and
the group
Adam's
chat.
personal conversations, there's a game called Raccoin. It is, when you go to the arcade and there's that cheap, stupid thing that steals your money where it's a bunch of coins and a thing just constantly pushing, like a coin pusher, I think it might even be called.
Yeah.
You put a coin in and you're hoping that your coin, adding to the pile, will push some other coins over the edge and then you'll win tickets based on how many coins you can earn. Well, this is a game kind of like Balatro where you go into a shady arcade run by a raccoon, hence Raccoin. He has a shady coin pusher machine that has all these upgrades that you can get for it, like Balatro, these different like keychains you can hang on it and stuff, which give different multipliers and all that kind of stuff. It's the same idea, get through 15 rounds. I consider myself that I beat it because I unlocked all 6 characters, I think it is. And I have figured out how to beat the game with every character through one strategy that I've discovered. And if I can get a specific chip magnifier thing and specific coins to put in the machine, I can just beat the game. And I actually let it run, and it was running infinitely. I was sitting there for 30 minutes on the last level where I got like, I don't even know. It was like 1.11 e to the 11th or whatever. Like it was beyond just like normal listing out of the zeros. This game is a lot of fun. It hits the exact same kind of stuff of Balatro where it's just never ending, or some of the other, Balatro-like games where they're roguelites, but based around simple games, if you will. I really, really did like this. It is extremely addicting. The only thing I would say negative about this is because now I've figured out a combo that fully works, I just have a feeling I would find another one of those and I'd be able to figure out certain combos and I'd be able to just break the game every single time. Like there's different difficulties, just like Balatro, which puts like penalties on the game as you're going. Like the shop is 20% more expensive. You get one less coin being able to be thrown into the machine. Like that kind of stuff as the difficulty goes up. But I just feel like I figured out kind of how to win. Unlike Balatro, where even if you know how to win, good luck actually getting that exact setup. It's
sometimes the
pretty
RNG
rare.
just kind of guarantees that you're going to fall into something.
Yeah, here I was able to get it both times. Like I figured it out once, I did it, and then the next time I played with a different raccoon character running the machine, I was able to pull it off before I was near the end, and I just full on just was able to break the game each time. So I've gotten to the point where I'm not going to play anymore, and I've considered I beat it just because I can now go in, I assume almost at every difficulty, and just win using this one strategy. Now I could have purposely avoid it, but I know me. I'm going to see the thing where it's like, oh, that rabbit coin, I'm going to do it, and then I'll use it. So But it is very, very fun. Very, very fun. Worked amazing on the Steam Deck. This is definitely a handheld kind of game. I highly suggest anybody who kind of enjoys this kind of idea or Blotro or anything like that, pick it up. It's like $9. It's not expensive. It is definitely worth the price. And you'll get a ton of time out of it. It's very, very, very interesting. Very fun. Very addictive. Very addictive. The other game I beat is one I also picked up in the Steam Spring Sale. That's the one it was. It was a deep discount, and that's the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like not the old one, but how they rebooted that series of Call of Duty games in 2019. It went down to $7.99, which is unheard of for a Call of Duty game. And I always was playing these on just Game Pass because it's like I don't know what else to use Game Pass for.
I was going to say, don't you have Game Pass?
I have Game Pass. This is the only Call of Duty game that I went to go play it on Game Pass, and it's not there. And oddly enough, today, Xbox put out a list of games coming out in April, and they're finally adding this game. So look at that.
Got you.
They got me.
They're waiting for you, Chris.
They're just waiting for me. I'm glad I spent $7.99 on it because I only play the campaign, and I finished the campaign in like 6-something hours, which is pretty standard, I assume, for Call of Duty. I will say the campaign in this was incredible. It's just like, I don't know. It's just the Call of Duty franchise, right? Like they're so good with some of their campaigns where it's just like a 6-hour movie that you get to control. I really, really loved all the mechanics. It didn't have any like weird stuff in it. Black Ops 6 tried some new stuff, having different type of levels where it had like an open world level and stuff like that, which I did love that they were trying new things, but this one, it just kind of stuck to what worked. Which I really appreciated. And really the only thing it did different is you'd be in a fully different location. Maybe one mission would be all in the dark and you're going to, as a SWAT team, kind of go in and take out some people in a building, which is what you're seeing kind of on the video right now. Maybe it's where you're going to be protecting this one building as enemies are going to be kind of coming in because they're rushing, trying to take a prisoner. Pretty typical Call of Duty stuff, but it is really, really, really cool. It is really fun. However, while the campaign is really good, I can't imagine not playing this just on like Game Pass, or even then, honestly, I think it's even better at $8 because Game Pass being 34 Canadian or 33 Canadian a month, and that's what this would have been included in, because I think this is only Ultimate tier. Not worth it. Like, very good game. I just wish that the campaigns were sold like much cheaper, like to be completely honest. I don't care about the multiplayer. I just really like the campaign. It looks gorgeous. The graphics
this looks
were
like
actually
almost like realistic.
Yeah, it was weird how the cutscenes and the gameplay looked photorealistic. It was really, really weird. Really, really weird. Like, I don't know, the Captain Price or whatever the main guy is with like the mutton chops, like looked so cool. Like, way, way, way too realistic. But yeah, highly suggest it for the campaign. I'm not going to comment on the multiplayer. I didn't play. Apparently, after you beat the game, it's got some co-op only missions you can play, which are really cool. I didn't do that. I didn't feel like trying to hop in with randoms and play some co-op missions. I didn't really care. I beat the story. I did what I need to do. I'm going to play Modern Warfare 2 and 3 now afterwards because they're actually on Game Pass. I just installed them on my Xbox. I'll go play it there. The other thing that'll be tough is I played this on my PC, so I had like mouse and keyboard aiming. So I was just like headshotting my way through like perfection. I have no idea how I'm going to be on the Xbox going back and playing those two there. But yeah, really enjoyed it, but definitely because it was $8. If I had paid 80 or whatever dollars when this came out, I'd be pissed. I'm not going to lie. Like, as great as it is, it's a 6-hour campaign. So, yeah, but I highly suggest it if anybody's interested in the campaigns. It was like one of the best I've played for sure.
It's okay. Apparently, they start ruining it later on, but yeah.
In Modern Warfare 2 or 3,
yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that it's not too great towards the end. But then again, Modern Warfare 3 the original one didn't exactly end terribly well. So
that's true. Well, I'll play them on Game Pass and just play the campaigns real quick.
yeah, at least it's not going to
the
cost
first
too much in the long run. So.
Yeah, first one, very fun. First one can confirm very, very good. Do I fully understood what happened? No. But very, very enjoyable levels.
You had a better chance of understanding it than, say, what the Black Ops games are doing now. So.
Yeah, no. Black Ops 7 is not one I will be playing. No way.
Kayla, what have you been up to?
I finished Mass Effect 2.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
I want to start actually talking with you, Adam. Adam, if I'm correct, Mass Effect 2 is your favorite game, right?
Absolutely.
Or favorite game, at least.
I mean, modern-wise, yes.
Tell me why this game is your favorite.
Well,
Tell me
I have a
why.
feeling I know where it's going. I mean, for me, like, remember, keep in mind that when I played this when it first came out, that's where it felt the most expansive to me at the time. Like, it was like the sheer amount of stuff was going there. And that's really like the first time I was getting onto Western RPGs, because I didn't grow up with a lot of those games. So, like, BioWare was kind of like my first introduction to getting back into it, because I was always a Final Fantasy guy for the longest time. So to get a much different perspective on it, and to also have a game that took, and I liked Mass Effect 1 quite a bit, but like 2 to me took what was already a decent groundwork and really expanded upon it by giving much better combat, had more characters to work with. They also had people that now had been there for a little bit, so now I've gotten some more time to know, so it meant that there was more stakes when you get to the end of the game where there's way more on the line. And then also, like, the DLC really adds to it, because I'm assuming you played all the stuff too, including like Lair of the Shadow Broker and stuff.
So I did Lair of the Shadow Broker, and I did I didn't do Firewalker because I heard that was kind of
Overlord is the other?
whatever. Yeah, I want to say it's Overlord. I didn't do Firewalker because from what I read, it was kind of like that you don't need to do that one.
Because like Overlord's the one where it's like the guy who's like being made into an AI.
There's that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that one, and then there's a rival DLC as well where you go like to the Mass Effect relay with like the Batarians and stuff.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so I
like-
did all of them with the exception of Firewalker, which is like where you
Yeah,
have to,
like
go
all
find, like,
all of
guest
those in
sites.
all, like what really clicked to me was just the idea that like it was a game where I had a lot of time to really spend going back and forth with different characters, kind of getting to know their motivations. I don't know what it is about games now. I can't do what I did in Mass Effect 2 or the original Mass Effect games, which was to literally listen to every bit of dialogue. I skip so much more dialogue now. Maybe it's just me being like, I don't have time anymore. Like, I'll just skip through what I don't think is important. But, like, I was so entrenched in that world so that when you do go through all of the missions and stuff and you work on, like, realizing, like, oh, what's going on between Tali and the Geth, and then what's going on with, Edie, and then figuring out, how everybody stands with how Cerberus is doing what they're doing, and culminating into that of you trying to figure out how you're going to handle the Collectors and the Reapers, and leading into the suicide mission at the end. To me, it was just a culmination of like a slow build as you slowly get like learning what everybody's going through, what their motivations are, and then you're slowly guiding your way to the story till you finally get to that big point where just everything kind of culminates to its final climax. And thankfully, no one died in the process. So,
Okay. Yeah, like I'm just asking that just because like I know that Mass Effect is a very popular, like renowned RPG, and of the series, I feel like Mass Effect 2 is the one that's held in highest regard. And me coming from someone who started it when it first came out, lost interest, and came back, 12 years later?
yeah.
It doesn't click for me the same way. I see why this is someone's favorite game. I can see
Well,
all that.
also keep in mind that I'm not even sure if this would be my favorite game if I went to play it now. If you erase my memory and I played this for the first time now, I don't know if I'd feel the same way either.
Yeah, so like let me go into what I like. So I think first off, like the characters are really cool. Like I thought like all their side missions were really cool. I thought that was like the coolest part of seeing what
Like even some of the characters
was.
that I didn't care about. I thought Jacob's like mission of just you being on like figuring like watching everybody stranded on an island and just slowly trying to figure out what the fuck happened, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the character missions were awesome. I really liked Cerberus as like an organization and the Elusive Man, and it's kind of like, man, they kind of seem like they're shady, but like they kind of like
They're fun
they
bad
seem like
guys,
on
man.
they're on their but they're like they don't come across as bad guys. They come across as like a fringe organization, like an extremist group. But like I never saw anything that was like, oh man, these guys are villains kind of thing, right? Like that's how I
Well,
saw.
but
So,
that's
like,
because like your actual villains are these like space gods. So Cerberus is kind of there to be like, yo, we're the gray area. We're doing the things that we need to do. Like we're willing to sacrifice people to save people kind of.
and it's
guys.
funny because like they're portrayed as being like these total villains, and like I'm gonna get minor into spoilers because like I just started Mass Effect 3. Like I think they're kind of right. Like like, I'm gonna go into spoiler territory. If you've not played Mass Effect and you don't want to hear it, cut out for like 2 minutes. But like, you have 2 times where you prove that the Reapers are coming, or you deal with the Reapers for 2 times, and then Mass Effect 3, Earth gets attacked by the Reapers, and you go to the Council, and the Council's kind of like, yeah, no, we're not going to do anything about it. Like, you know, we're going to kind of take care of ourselves. And it's like, you know what? Maybe Cerberus wasn't, like, wrong. Like,
well,
you know,
and that's kind of the justification, too. It's like, politicians don't do shit in the face of fear.
So, like, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like, I thought Cerberus was really cool, like, organization and stuff.
That's why I think they're great, because, like, you know, the things that they're doing are so morally terrible. But it's like the Thanos meme, Cerberus didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. But I think from a whole, I think there's a problem with Mass Effect 2, and I think there's overall a problem with Mass Effect as a series. Mass Effect 2, like I talked about in my game, like earlier when I was talking about me playing this, like my opinion hasn't changed. I think there's a very disjointed and problematic pacing in this game, where it's like, oh no, the Reapers are coming, and at no point do you actually see the Reapers in this game. Like, you're dealing with the Collectors, who are basically just redoing what the Geth are doing, going around destroying planets, capturing colonies, whatever.
Well, to be fair, they're mind controlled, so like it's just them going, okay, well, the Geth have been dealt with. All right, so who's the next run of slaves we can throw in?
Yeah, and that's the thing, but like it's just rehashing what Mass Effect 1 is, and I don't find it does it at a better pace. Like, I think Mass Effect 1's story is better than Mass Effect 2. I think Mass Effect 2 has better character stories, but as a whole narrative for the arc of the story, it's kind of weak. It's like, hey, you get rebuilt by Cerberus, our planets are getting destroyed, go check them out. By the way, here's like 12 characters, go do their character stories so you can build like a relationship with them. And then when you get around to it, go to like this suicide mission, which if you get past, like if you skip the character missions, there's only like 5 missions in this whole game. It's a very, very small game in that perspective, from like a narrative perspective.
And I think that's probably why I leaned into liking it so much, is that like, yeah, like the most important stuff about that game is your relationships with these characters.
Yeah. And then I found like the final boss, like the Collectors and stuff, like I felt that was very anticlimactic for like how built up this was going to be, and it just ends up being nothing. I like, for me, it was underwhelming. Like, I built this whole crew, this whole characters, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay, like that was it. Like, I thought it was going to be more dramatic and the stakes were going to be higher and that kind of stuff, and I didn't feel that in the game. And then circling to like the conversation of Mass Effect as a whole, like, I think like it keeps jumping, because like in Mass Effect 3 you start off and you're going through like court-martialed, and you're no longer with Cerberus, you're now back working for the Alliance. Cerberus is the bad guys again, and you hate them. And it's like, we just keep bouncing back and forth. Like, there's no continuity with what's going on in this game. And once again, the crew's all broken up. And so, guess what? The Reapers are here, and guess what you're doing in Mass Effect? You're getting the band back together.
Yeah, but this is just the same shit that Metroid pulls, when it's like, well, you're here on a new planet. Also, your power-ups, they're gone.
But nobody talks about Metroid for its story. No one's ever like, man, I'm deep into the Metroid story. Like, you play Metroid for the gameplay.
To be fair, most Mass Effect fans don't really talk that much about the story either now.
Okay, cool. Because I was under the impression that, like, oh man, it's this massive space opera game, and it's like, it's kind of the same game all the time. It's just get a band together, build their trust, and go off and fight the bad guy. Like,
look, I'm a guy who loves the Trails series, and am I going to tell you that it's amazing storytelling? No, it's fucking anime shit.
Yeah,
but I like.
So I don't know.
Shit.
It's not as deep as I was kind of hoping it would be, and I feel like, frankly, I think Mass Effect 2 is disposable. Like, in terms of like the game, like there's nothing that happens in Mass Effect 2 that I feel is necessary. Like, other than introducing Cerberus, but even like the Cerberus you meet in Mass Effect 3 is like different and like not related to the Mass Effect or the Cerberus of Mass Effect 2, so far as I can tell. That it's like you could play Mass Effect 1 and skip right to Mass Effect 3. And pretty quickly, like, fill in the gaps between the two. Like, there's not that much there that it's built on for, like, the series.
I mean, I'll say the same thing I said last time. I think this is coming from a place, if you're playing a game that is now 12 years old, and it's coming from a different aspect of how we were telling story back then. Like, we're so much more spoiled for what we have now, especially with what indie devs give us these days. Holy shit. So, like, storytelling from a AAA perspective back then is not the same of what we come to expect now, especially when CD Projekt Red exists.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm just saying, like, this might be like, and you're totally right, coming in from like
You're probably
having,
also coming
like,
from the perspective of you've been told about the legend of King Henry's hammer, or John Henry's hammer.
yeah, like the thing is, yeah, it's built up of like, oh, it's Mass Effect. People like have shirts and bumper stickers, and like it's like one of the best games of all time. And I'm like, okay, I was expecting coming in and being like, it probably was and maybe still is, but like at this point the hype has superseded and exceeded what the game actually is.
Well, I mean, it was. I don't know if I call it that now. That's why I say, like, from that era, it's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
It's like,
on like the PixelPlay,
it's like in the same way of like, look, like Final Fantasy X is one of my favorite games from that era. Does it hold up now? Maybe, maybe not.
yeah. I think for me, for the score of this, I'd give this like a 5 out of 6. Like, it's good. Would not say to anyone don't play it, but at the same time, it's not like a must-play game that, like, if you haven't played it, you're missing out.
Look, we'll get you a time machine. You can go back in time. We'll erase your memory from like the last 12 years. You'll go and play, and you'll be like, guys, and we'll pop you right back in just for experimental. Be like, guys, I just played the best game. Have you guys ever heard of Mass Effect?
You guys should check it out. This game's gonna be huge.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I mean,
playing.
I totally see what you're saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe I should go back and kind of replay. I'll probably just skip straight to 2 if I ever do this and just go back and replay it again and see like how I feel about it now. And what if I do get lost in the same way of like going back and actually listening to a bunch of the stuff? Because I wonder if I would be so much more just skipping stuff than I would have used to, because now I do it in so many different games that I just normally didn't, because I just most of the time I'm like, okay, you're not telling anything interesting with these, whereas maybe before I'm like, this is so cool, I've never seen something of this expanse. So like, who knows? We'll find out if the Expanse game comes. Speaking of Expanse, if that game comes out and ends up being pretty decent, we'll find out pretty quick how I actually feel about those style of games again. So
TikTok has ruined our brains.
Well, I don't engage in TikTok, so it's not that that's ruined my brain. It's just everything else.
It's probably you're probably watching this on TikTok right now, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know who is watching TikTok? People right now on this video who are on TikTok watching us.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It depends if I decide to make a clip of this or not.
Yeah. But that's me. Adam, what have you been playing?
So at this point, both Retro Rewind and Lost and Found Company just become the, okay, I'll pop you in for 30 to 60 minutes and kind of go through it. So I've been trying to find something else to just kind of like, okay, this is what I'm going to run through from start to finish. And well, start to finish is a great unintentional pun, because I found a decent racing game that's actually quite interesting. Have you guys? Can't remember what this was announced at. I can't remember if it was this like a PlayStation thing or something else. Did you guys hear about Screamer?
Yeah, the one that's got, it's like, looks like a street racing Forza, but it's got anime characters or something, right? Yeah.
So first of all, I didn't realize this was a reboot of a game from 1995. So this is like an arcade racing game from 95, apparently. But yeah, they decided to take an anime approach with this, both in like, there's a story mode that's like a bit of visual novel elements, but then puts you into racing sequences. But it's mostly like a pretty standard arcadey racing game. And I like it a lot. I will say I'm stuck currently. There's one race that I cannot beat because it requires me to get in the top 3 places of it. And I can't for the life of me get past it. And I'm playing on the story mode difficulty, which is concerning. And I'm not that bad at racing games. So I'm trying to figure out that. I was playing it earlier before we recorded. I did like 5 tries of it and just couldn't get through because the track was just keeping me from getting up to speed. And I'm just like, all right, we're going to have to put that on pause for a little bit. But I like this game a lot for a couple of different reasons. I mean, again, it's anime, so you know it's going to tick my brain a little bit. But the interesting thing, aside from this like cyberpunk meets anime, 2.5D sort of graphic design and the arcadey mechanics to it, this game has got a very interesting idea of how it runs the dialogue in it, in that it's a world where you all have translation devices into your like in your brain, so you can hear, you can understand every language no matter what. So while the subtitles for us will be in English or whatever you may set it to if you're from other parts of the world, the voice acting in it is in different languages based on the nationalities of those people. So you have people speaking in English, French, German, Japanese, Hindi. Like it's a bunch of different languages there, rather than it just being a bunch of people that were called in to do it in English. So you're still reading everything, but you're hearing them all talk to each other in their native tongue. So you got some people that are talking Spanish to a guy who's speaking French to a person who's speaking English. It's kind of interesting how they decide to go about it. So it's kind of like more of an interest like audio kick for me, which I think is interesting. The gameplay, which is kind of its core to it, I'm still trying to fully figure out. I'm getting better at it as I go, because it has a few different quirks to it that are not as normal. So, I mean, it's your standard right trigger accelerates, left trigger brakes, steer with the left stick. They have a drift on the right thumbstick, though, and they're kind of separate from how the turn and drifting work. And then L1 ends up being like a boost and a manual gear shift, which you do get boosts to if you time it correctly. So, like, there's different things to keep an eye on, and I think that's probably where my struggle's been, is I'm so used to just accelerate and brake, and that's all it is. And I'm still trying to adjust to it. I've gotten better at it. I've started realizing on sharper turns, just take your foot off the gas and drift rather than trying to do both at the same time. So I'm kind of working my way around figuring out, like, what I want to do with it. But it's a matter of still, like, there are some tracks where, like, I can't figure out how to keep speed and drift without braking, which means everyone passes you. So it's that part of, like, I know I'm doing something wrong with the game, and I haven't identified what it is yet. Because, like I said, this last race that I'm stuck at, I can't find the way to corner some of these turns quickly so that these guys can't pass. It's driving me nuts. So it's one of those things that I might have to go watch a video to kind of see how they're approaching it and try to get a vibe check on, like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Because it's not like I haven't followed the tutorials and what they've trained me on. And I've been fine with every other race. I've been killing every other race. So, like, I don't know if this is just this weird difficulty spike that I'm running into. I have no idea. But, like, I'm maybe, like, 3-ish hours into it. I like it a lot. The one thing that I will also say is it's really hard for me not to like a game that features a corgi that has these fucking, like Gurren Lagann anime or, like, Beautiful Joe level looking glasses on it. And I'm just like...
Oh, if you... Side note, if you love a story with animals with flared eyeglasses, have I got a book for you?
Well, apparently a series at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out
You were
Dungeon
that was
Carl,
cool.
which is apparently getting a series greenlit. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this right now, unless I don't get past this one fucking story mission, and then in which case I'm screwed. Because I don't think it's going to give me the option to skip it, which is kind of annoying at this point. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. But for the time being, I fucking love these characters. Like, they're all really fucking unique. And again, like the actual hearing different languages rather than it all just being in English, I think is like a very interesting tone to me. In the same way that, like, Metaphor was interesting in that we were hearing different voice acting that we don't normally get in most games, that it's always like pretty basic American English, where we were getting a lot more of a European flair to stuff. Similarly to how, what other game am I thinking of? Oh my god. Expedition 33, where there was a bit more of a lean in that direction as well. So I'm definitely liking what I'm hearing, and it's just a matter of, can I understand the way the gameplay is trying to get me to play it? Because it's a fun arcadey game, but it's really fun when I understand how to not crash on every single fucking turn, which is the problem that I'm having in some of these races. But yeah, like, it's something that if you're a racing guy, like, I'd suggest taking even a peek at it just to kind of get a vibe check, because I know some people might be put off by the anime part of it, which, again, fine, whatever, if that's your thing. If you can't get past the fact that there's a couple cute anime girls, I don't know what to do with you at this point. It's fine, there's cute anime boys too, you get a little bit of both. There, you want to be a little bit gay? Cool, have fun. But yeah, like, as a fun arcadey racing game, it's decent. Like, it gives me sort of vibes from, like, those old Daytona 5, no, what's the games, Chris, that, like, we used to have at the arcade where it was the car that actually moved as you drove it?
Daytona?
Yeah, was it Daytona?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives me
that one
vibes of, like,
definitely
those arcade games, which makes sense considering that it used to be a 1995 arcade racing game. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I didn't realize it was based on old series.
for a fun indie racing game, I'm pretty happy with it.
Cool.
Yeah, I've wanted to check that out. Apparently it runs very well on the Steam Deck. That's how I had heard about it.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
It's not too intensive, honestly.
Cool.
All right, is it time?
Awesome. It's
Yeah,
time.
it's time. It's
Time to figure out which one of you is the truest ultimate gamer. Which one of you is a fake ass poser.
I'm just gonna keep playing the confidence card and just go, it's me. Just because it'll be funny when I lose by a lot.
We'll have to see.
I'm going to go with the guy on the fence, and I think that both of us are going to probably come out. No, I'm kidding. Adam's going to.
So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have 10 questions each. They're different questions. I'm gonna throw them back to you, back and forth, and we'll keep track of who gets what. If you're playing at home, keep track of your score, see how you hold up, and yeah, put your bets into who you think knows more about video games. You guys ready to go?
This could be a lot of it. Like, who knows? If he just throws out Splinter Cell questions, we're going to be sitting here being like, ah, shit.
Yeah, you guys can do this. They're all fair, and I've like tried to pick games that I think you guys either they're popular or games that you guys know. So like, there's no.
All right, so in Fortnite.
God. This popular Roblox character.
All right, I'm gonna start with Adam. Adam, for 1 point, what is the name of the green character that self-destructs if attacked in Minecraft?
Oh, a creeper.
A creeper. That's right. Adam, do you want to keep a score or run a tab or something like that, or do you want me to just keep it in my head of what the score is?
I'll put something up.
Okay. Chris, for you. In terms of size, a Minecraft world in the Java edition is equivalent to the size of which planet in our solar system?
Oh, God. This is going to be a complete guess, but I'm going Mars.
No. The correct answer is Neptune. So, right now it's 1 for Adam, 0 for Chris.
Did not know that.
Okay.
That's a cool fact.
It's okay. It's first question. Shake it off, dude. Okay.
No.
Don't worry. This one's for you. This one's a Sonic question, so you got this. Adam, what is the name of the other playable character in Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Tails.
Correct. Good job. All right.
Sorry, Chris.
For you, who's the lead composer for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Oh, fuck. I actually forget the name of the composer from Sonic. No.
It's not Michael Jackson. That's 3.
Oh, I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember.
Man, I got the easy question.
I thought you were going to get that one. It's Masato Nakamura.
Yes.
That was for you, buddy.
I knew Masato was one of the... I just couldn't think of his last name.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Adam, what is the name of Mario's green dinosaur companion?
Yoshi?
That's right. So good job.
Okay, wait a minute.
What?
Okay.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. It's fine. It's early. All right, Chris. How many Goombas appear in the Mario Brothers game World 1 Level 1?
I think I'm seeing where this is going. Great.
What?
Mara, okay. No, I'm going to actually try and answer this. Hang on. 1. I think it's something like 11.
Oh, I was very close. 16.
Ah.
All right. So right now, it's only 3 questions. Score right now. Adam, you've got 3. Chris, you got 0.
Kicking ass. Fuck you, Chris.
All right.
Don't know shit.
Adam, which famous boxer originally shared his name for the NES boxing classic Punch-Out?
Mike Tyson.
Awesome. Good job. Chris, for you, this one, you should get this one. In terms of lifetime sales, how many more George Foreman grills have been sold compared to the original NES system?
Oh my god. Imagine I actually figured out how to win this. That would have been hilarious.
Oh no, you should know this. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know, 130 million.
Oh, Chris, are you even trying? The answer's 38,090,000. Like, come on.
Duh.
If you're not going to take this serious, Chris, we're not going to do it.
This isn't even a fair match, Kaylan. Like, what are we even doing here?
I don't know. Adam, which Final Fantasy game includes the characters Zidane Tribal and Vivi Ornitier?
You tried your best, and we appreciate it. That's Final Fantasy 9.
It is Final Fantasy 9. All right, Chris, keeping up with Final Fantasy 9. In the game, Final Fantasy 9, how much HP does Ozma have?
Fucking Christ. That's so high.
I actually know the
like
answer,
9
which
million.
is funny. No, I know the answer.
It's not 9
No,
million.
let me say it's 55,535.
See? Adam got it. Why can't you get this, Chris? It's not hard.
I actually knew that one.
Why do you know that?
Because
Jokes aside.
of watching Final Fantasy top 10 videos before where people talk about like ridiculous bosses, so it's just one that I've known from seeing it.
Chris, you're not even trying with this. Like, Adam's at 5 and you've got 0. You really, like, you gotta get him
It's
all
really
your time
6
up.
at this point.
The second character in Sonic 2. All right,
Okay.
anyways.
Adam, name the city that GTA 3 takes place in.
Oh God, I had to take a think for that for a second. Liberty City.
It is Liberty City. Good job. Someone knows their video games. All right, Chris, time to redeem yourself. What is the name of the talent agent for Jack Howitzer in GTA 5?
The talent.
I'm gonna need an answer, Chris.
I don't know. James face. I actually don't know.
Close.
I was waiting for him to go.
Close.
The Statue of Liberty was made in.
Close, Chris. The answer is Rufus Bellows.
I was close. That actually was really
Oh, is he
close.
in a Final Fantasy hint in there, Chris? Come on.
I don't know. You're not really trying with this, Chris. I'm kind of disappointed. Okay. Adam,
Kayla, I think you need to give me a little bit of a harder one. So, I'm sure you got one on your list
All
that
right.
might be a little bit
Let
more
me see
challenging.
if I got a harder
This
one.
is gonna be.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here you go. Adam, which famous city does the game Fallout 3 take place in?
Oh, God. Shit. Is it Washington? Or no, Seattle?
Which one are you going with?
I'm just going to go with Washington, D.C.
It is Washington, D.C. I almost had you that one. That one's a tricky one, but you didn't get stumped. Chris, for you, follow-up question. What skill book do you find in the Gamora Club in the strip of New Vegas?
The I don't know, the one where you talk to ladies. What the hell was that one called?
The one is that your answer? The one you talk to ladies.
There was one that was like it was specific for your speech with women. That was in Fallout 3 though. I don't know if that was in 4.
Was it like Lady
I
Killer
don't
or
know.
something?
Yeah, Lady Killer. Yeah, that was it. Thanks, Adam. But I don't know. Yeah, let's
that
go
the one
Lady
you're going
Killer.
with?
Yeah.
Lady Killer? Don't let him fool you, dude. You want to try again?
No.
It's Guns and Bullets. Do you play video games, Chris? Like,
I just rebeat
That was really
Fallout 3
that was
like
a
3
really
weeks ago.
underhanded tactic of me there.
okay.
Because I totally
All right.
knew the answer on that one, too.
Adam, what global conflict did the first Call of Duty game take place in?
Was that World War II?
It was World War II.
Okay.
All right, Chris. Layup question for you. You just finished playing like Call of Duty. You should get this. What sniper rifle model is used in the Call of Duty mission All Gillied Up?
The sniper rifle one. I actually have no idea. Even in the games, I see the names of the guns, and I'm like, if it's not AK-47, I don't know. It's an AK-47 sniper rifle. Let's go with that.
An AK-47
is
sniper
embarrassing.
rifle. I know. Like, dude, I'm kind of glad. Like, we're not gonna have him on the episode next week. He's cut.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it makes sense. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
bad.
I think
he
that
really,
next
he
week I
really
should
does
take a
need the
week off.
vacation here.
It's clearly showing. No, Chris. It's not a sniper AK-47. It's clearly a suppressed M21.
Yes.
I think also there's I think you normally with the pistol, I think you start with a USP 45. I think with that too.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I'm not agreeing with either of you. I don't think
So.
that's true.
Well, if we look at the score, Adam is currently at 9. Chris is at 0. Because he doesn't take this seriously.
No.
Well, no, it's just because I'm good.
Well, you know what? Let's see if we can make it a perfect score, Adam. What Russian-developed game was a major hit on the original Game Boy?
Let me think about that for a sec. That's a tough question, you know.
It is a tough... they're not all easy.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's.
I'm not giving you softballs like I am Chris.
I mean, it does remind me of this. There was a documentary I think about this that came out not that long ago. I mean, you guys
Sure.
correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I mean, I don't want you guys to give me hints or anything here.
No. We don't give handouts here.
You know what? I'm gonna stealthily I'm not gonna Google. Don't worry, I'm not googling anything here. I'm just kind of like my eyes tend to dart around when I'm thinking about.
You know
stuff.
what? It's a Russian game, so like, don't worry about pronunciation. If you get close, I'll accept it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not 100% sure about this answer, but I'm like pretty confident in this. Was it Tetris?
Yeah, we'll accept Tetris.
Fuck
Good job.
yeah!
All right, Chris. See if you can at least get one on the board before you get skunked.
Yeah. Let's just get one.
What was the name of the university in which Tetris was developed?
Fuck. Moscow. The University of Moscow.
Oh, close. It was in Moscow, but the answer we were looking for was the Dornitsyn Computing Center of Academy of the USSR.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Okay. That's
So-
okay.
Well, that concludes the questions I have. If we review here, Adam, good
It
job.
was
You
a
got
close
10.
game.
Chris, you came in second with 0 points.
Second. Yes.
I to be
Silver
honest,
medal.
expected more from you, but I wasn't sure. So you disappointed me there, Chris. I kind of
I'm
thought you
so
had this
sorry. I'm so
one.
sorry.
I even threw some softballs with Sonic and Final Fantasy questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely.
No. Well,
It's a real shame.
I'm glad I only have 10 questions because I'd hate to continue this on. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it here.
Yeah, this
that's good.
This has been pretty brutal. I don't understand. Like,
It's
Chris,
kind
like
of
we
embarrassing,
even
Adam.
we even did a podcast for a while on this channel called Cartridges and Quarters that was all about retro stuff, and you didn't remember a single thing I said on that show. I said
kind of-
7 times on the show that Ozma had 55,535 HP.
I'm kind of embarrassed we brought him on the podcast, to be honest.
Right?
What's happening?
All right. Well, that's
not
going to
e-
conclude my quiz.
It's not even April Fool. Like April Fool's has already passed.
That's what I was like. Wait, what day is it? Where are we filming exactly a week ago?
What are you talking about? I just brought a quiz to the show. Like,
At first, I thought the first Minecraft question was well known that it was freaking Mercury. Like,
it wasn't Mercury, it's Neptune.
Hey, he's
Pay
not even
attention,
listening.
Chris.
And he's not even
Pay
listening.
attention, Chris.
I'm like, okay, Creeper, this is gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Come on,
don't
that
I don't
was
know
fun.
what we're supposed to do with this, Kaylan. Like,
I mean, I don't know what's more embarrassing. We brought him on the podcast or his performance here.
I think it's a performance. I would say 100% it's a performance. Yeah.
I'd be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you.
Jesus.
We expected more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know.
Well-
I'm sure there's somebody that's going to yell in the comments of one of the ones I had that they actually knew the answer for.
He's just yelling, "It's Jordan, it's the computer center of the Academy for the USSR."
It's the suppressed M21. It's the
Does
suppressed
he not know
M21.
anything? Ah!
All right, Craig. You know what? Just for the sake of it, like I'll give Chris another question just to try to help out with this. Because
Oh,
you know
it's
what?
going to be even worse.
Because you know what?
Redeeming.
Like, because you know what? Like, we need to give him a chance to redeem himself here. So, Chris, like, obviously we're both big Final Fantasy X fans, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you should know this. So you know how in the balloon race with the chocobos to get that ultimate weapon, how you need that perfect time of 0.0 to win?
Yeah.
What's the actual time that you need to get a perfect run?
Oh, it was like... Was it 21 seconds?
No.
Can I don't give the answer. Let's see if I can get it.
You're Googling. I can see you Googling. I can see you reading your screen. You're on video.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna get it really fast, and I was gonna be like, "That's so funny if I could do it."
Is it 19 seconds? What is it?
No, a perfect run is 35 because you need the 12 balloons to lower it.
Duh.
God. Buy it on PC and install a mod. That's what I say.
And that's why you couldn't answer a single question because you're just
I
modding your
I
game.
tried.
all
Yeah.
the
I'm sorry. I did
just
my
mo-
best here.
Yeah.
You know.
I
well.
appreciate you trying, Adam, with a very specific number from a specific balloon race.
I had so much fun setting up these questions. I was like telling Jen when I was writing, I'm like, get a load of these questions I got for him, and she's like, "This is the dumbest thing you've ever done."
It was fantastic. I'm
And
not
I
going
had
to
no
lie,
idea,
for
and
the
I was
first
just going,
couple,
you know
I'm
what?
like...
I'm playing along with it now. I had my
Yeah.
laugh after the third question, then I'm like, all right, we're playing along with this now.
Yeah, the third question's when I clued in. Because the first two, I'm like, okay, the
Third
composer
question, I
of
knew by the
Sonic...
second.
This with the composer for Sonic, I was like, okay, that's a little bit harder than
He gave me
Tails.
tails, Chris.
And I was about to be like, it's actually Miles Tails Prower. Okay, that's his full name. Like,
Sir.
Well, you
Yeah,
know what,
like
Chris? If
friends
that was
call
your
him Tails.
question, you could have had your chance.
yeah. But then third question, I'm
but
like, okay,
instead,
this.
You couldn't name the sniper rifle from this mission in Call of Duty.
Yeah. Ashton Kutcher's gonna come out. I'm on Punked.
I was originally going to come out because apparently Masato Nakamura also has a K-pop band called Dreams Come True, and I was going to ask you to name what band he's in.
That would have been funny.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it'd be fun to do this kind of like little experiment.
It's honestly
That
it
was
kind of
fun.
reminds me of like I don't know like apart from well I mean Jackbox doesn't even do the same thing anymore either because you don't know Jack hasn't been done for a while but like trivia games have just kind of not been a thing anymore. I wish somebody would take the initiative and go a little bit in on that
Yeah.
because like I don't know if you guys remember like the Buzz quiz games from like the PS2 era
Oh yeah. Those were fun.
and like Cena
Fun
used
party
to have like an Xbox 360 game or whatever that came with buzzers and stuff. So like
I had seen it, but I never had the like video game version.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
have a
Xbox
copy of, like,
360
Cena
version
James
that I had
Bond.
that was. I think I might still have it, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head now. But yeah,
I
it
still
even
have
came
a
with buzzers
Disney
and everything.
Scenic.
It was great. Like, there's Trivia Pursuit games, but like,
Oh,
They're-
that game
it's-
has not aged well.
It's not the same because Trivial Pursuit 10 just tends to be really, really hard. I'm so like, you remember how like Pokemon Stadium would have like the trivia mini games with everything, like stuff like that. Like I miss that shit because I know
I feel bad because I used to like play that trivia game and like I'd want my dad to play with me who like knows nothing about Pokemon other than there's a Pikachu. And he's like trying to guess it. It's like watching Chris do a quiz on a podcast. He's like, I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah, I think my first girlfriend at the time knew that she was dating a nerd when we were playing Pokemon Stadium, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna school this guy because I actually know some stuff about Pokemon, so we'll do a trivia game." And I fucking aced every single question. And she's like, "Ah, shit."
I bet you that really won you some points.
Yeah, we only lasted 4 weeks, so.
She was
I mean,
by your knowledge of
I was
Pokemon.
also 16, so you know, it's not like I was making intelligent decisions at the time either. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like even I can't remember if Marvel Ultimate Alliance did them too, but like X-Men Legends I know did trivia games based on the comic books.
Yeah, they did.
Like I wish more games would do that cuz like
You know
for
what,
fan
you know what
for,
game does do that? Metal Gear. Metal Gear quizzes you in the game if you're not paying attention.
that's not the same thing. That's just called playing Metal Gear games. It's like, hey, do you remember this really obscure thing that happened at like, you know, Metal Gear 1? And we're like, no. I was just trying to shoot some dudes, man.
I'm just trying to shoot some dudes, man.
Because, like, look, like Marvel Tokon's going to come out in August. I need my fix of, like, just messing with knowledge and trivia and stuff. I wish somebody would just take the initiative. Whether it's a party game or whether it's just, like, a mini game within, like say the Insomniac does when they do the next Spider-Man. They just throw this fucking little thing of just, like, random questions from, like, the comics series and stuff or, like, from the movies, like. But we don't like fun anymore, apparently.
What you want to do is you want to watch Jeopardy, Adam. You want to watch Jeopardy.
I don't actually.
Like Jeopardy.
I don't actually, because most of the questions there are like, here's this really weird, obscure piece of knowledge that we pulled out that like no one actually knows the answer to, but we're gonna hope that you do somehow.
There's actually a pattern to Jeopardy, and like once you figure out how they write their questions, the clues are usually in the questions.
Oh well, I mean you know that, but like some of the stuff still is like.
They've also got Nerd Jeopardy now too. There's like a Geek Jeopardy.
I have seen it. I've watched a couple episodes because my girlfriend got me interested in them or onto them, and like it's fine. The problem is you either get an episode that is definitely in your wheelhouse, or you get an episode where you're just sitting there being like, I don't know a fucking thing in this show. At least in most average Jeopardy things, there's like one sports category where I'm like, I might have a shot at this. I might make some money by the end of this game. The nerd ones, there have literally been, we watched 4 episodes, I think, in total, and there were 2 of them where I, like, couldn't answer one, because it was all shit outside of my wheelhouse.
Danky Kang.
Danky Kang. All right, well, that's it for this week. It was a short week. I didn't have, like, that many questions, but I thought that was fun.
That was fun. I did enjoy attempting to at least get one, and I'm sad I couldn't.
And I got one of yours, even.
Yeah,
that's weird that you know that.
Somehow Adam got 11 out of 10 questions right.
55,535?
Yep.
That's insane. That's such a big number.
Because that's that weird Marvel boss.
Specific number. Yeah.
Anyway,
that's so fucking funny. That honestly, that's the best thing to me.
11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. Good job,
well,
Adam.
Memes aside, we're going to take the show off the air. Hey, look at that. An episode that actually finished in under an hour when, you know, we didn't assume it. I thought this was going to be a long episode. I didn't say anything about it being a long episode, but I'm like, this could go long. And here we are, not even an hour in. Hey, look at us. It's honestly, though, it's just because we really want to get Chris out of here because we don't want to see his face for at least a week now after the shame he just put us all through.
You've brought shame to the
shame,
podcast.
yeah. I need a week to recover for sure.
You definitely do. I mean, technically it's going to be 2 weeks because we won't see you until then.
Yeah.
But that's going to do it, guys. So Friday, side quest-wise, we did, speaking of memes, we did a top 5 of the best Mega Man games. And why, yes, I did mention soccer in my top 5 list. But what other games did I put in there? You'll have to wait until Friday to see when that is. So that'll be up at 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Saturday, because it is I should have done this sooner. I didn't even think about it last weekend. Or no, last weekend was Easter weekend, so I wouldn't have. So technically, this would be the first time I've been streaming since the baseball season started. I needed something to get a baseball fix in, so I'm going to go play an old PS2 game that I liked a lot, which is called MLB Power Pros, which is like a Japanese arcadey version of baseball. So I look forward to that. I'm going to try to do something I've never done before, which is actually not fail at the story mode because it's fucking hard. And I guarantee you, I'm going to fail at it. Because it's really goddamn hard. So look forward to that. But otherwise, we will see you next week. Again, Chris will not be here, so that means this episode will be way more bearable and not embarrassing. So
We'll talk about actual video games.
yeah, right. Instead of this like amateur shit he does. Jesus, like really coin
Now
pusher.
it's clear why he sits on the fence.
Coin
Doesn't even
pushing
know what
game,
he's
Chris.
doing.
Really? That's what you're playing? You could have been studying Sonic the Hedgehog and seeing Final Fantasy IX with the HP limit of Ozma, but you were like playing this coin pusher game. Honestly, get
Pro
the hell
gamer,
out of here.
right there.
If I could kick you out of this room right now, I would. All right, y'all. Well, that's gonna do it for this week. We'll see you on the next one. So take care. Bye bye for now, except for Chris.